Hello, everyone. Today on Good Morning Maine, the Belfast City Council voted last night against an order that would have used eminent domain to build a new aquaculture facility. We'll have the latest. Plus, a lot of emergency vehicles could be swarming around Bangor's airport, but there's no cause for alarm. We'll tell you what was happening there. And we are now 1 year away from a real ID travel ban taking effect, and a lot of Mainers still haven't made the switch. We'll have the story coming up. Good morning, everyone. I'm Craig Colson. Emma Smith has the week off. Terrible tornadoes overnight once again in parts of the country. We'll have more on that coming up. But as far as our weather is concerned, pretty quiet around here. It was a beautiful day yesterday, lots of sunshine. Looks like we'll see more clouds today and a chance of rain as we head further into the week. For more on what we can expect, let's turn things over to Devin Biggs.
Alrighty, Craig, thank you very much. Happy Wednesday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Comfort Shoes and More. Need the proper fit for your new spring and summer footwear? Visit us across from Irving and Newport. Alrighty, this morning, not looking too bad. Just some clouds that are developing out there. We're watching those tracking from the west and going toward the east. And overall for today, we'll be watching for rain showers that will be on the way later this afternoon and also into the evening time frame. Here's the showers and thunderstorms moving into parts of New York and Pennsylvania and a few other states as well. It off to the east. We'll just have the chances for some rain showers coming up later this afternoon into the evening time frame. Futurecast for today, increasing clouds, rain showers on the way with more rain possible later on tonight. A lot of that will taper off for tomorrow with just a few leftover rain showers for your Thursday. As for the winds, though, not too bad out there, roughly at around 5 to 10 miles per hour, maybe some higher gusts and a couple spots, but overall, even through tonight and also the parts of tomorrow, not looking too bad. So for today, we have lower 60s, mostly cloudy, rain showers on the way, and a southeast wind getting up to around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Overnight tonight, lower 40s, mostly cloudy, showers and fog on the way. The northeast wind getting up to around 5 to 10 miles per hour. For tomorrow, middle 50s, mostly cloudy, more rain showers possible, and that northeast wind gusting up to around 15 miles per hour at times. The hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period, increasing clouds, chances for afternoon rain showers, temperatures in the 50s and 60s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig?
All right, thank you, Devin. We'll see you later on. It's a major setback for the company that wants to build a big fish farm in Belfast. The Belfast City Council voted last night to vacate an order that would have used eminent domain to build the new aquaculture facility. The council had granted the order in August to allow Nordic Aqua Farms to use land along the water's edge to move ahead with the project. Maine's highest court ruled in favor of the opponents, though, who had argued that others actually own that land in question. The city planned to move ahead and take the land by eminent domain, but changed course after residents argued it was a mistake and an abuse of power. It's unclear what will happen to the project following the council's action last night. Meanwhile, authorities have identified a young woman who was struck and killed by a car in Bangor. Police say 22-year-old Gabrielle Pariseau was walking on Union Street around 10 o'clock Monday night. She was struck by a passing vehicle and was found dead near the roadway when police arrived. Bangor police are now looking into the accident and say the driver of the vehicle is cooperating with the investigation. She was about 5 months pregnant at the time, still had 2 kids already. A special GoFundMe page has been established to help her family. In other news, a smoldering debris pile reignited in Lincoln yesterday, starting a grass fire and potentially endangering neighboring structures. Crews were called earlier yesterday afternoon to Main Street in Lincoln at the site of the former sawmill. Fire officials say the owner of the site had been burning a debris pile there and thought he'd put the fire out by putting gravel over it. But it reignited and started to spread beyond the pile as a grass fire.
We were toned out for a building fire when we got here. We had this debris pile burning and a rapidly spreading grass fire going up over the hill. So we staged units all around to keep the grass fire from spreading, and then we worked our way to the center.
Luckily, no one was injured and no one was at the site at the time of the fire. The Bangor International Airport was swarming with police, firefighters, and other emergency personnel as airport officials conducted a full-scale emergency exercise on Tuesday. There were no flights scheduled at BIA for most of the day, which allowed staff the ability to create a realistic training scenario. Our Jody Hersey has more.
We have asked all public to avoid the airport.
Bangor International Airport coordinated with the city's fire and police departments, as well as area hospitals and Red Cross workers, to simulate a full-scale emergency exercise at the airport.
We have 7 ambulances in service right now, all of which have loaded.
From the second floor of the airport, our staff got a view of the training, where 2 Bangor area transit buses were used to simulate airplanes. As one of those planes, which is filled with passengers, is being pushed back from the gate, it clips the wing of the second plane that's being fueled, rupturing a fuel line and causing the plane to catch fire.
It's our understanding all 36 passengers have been accounted for.
The airport's director says emergency drills like these are required by the Federal Aviation Administration every 3 years.
It is important for us to practice this type of procedures because you'd really never know when you're going to be faced with a situation like this.
Emergency trainings also help those involved practice their response times, communication, and protocols, all while identifying any areas that need improvement.
It's very important that the hospitals, all the hospitals and community response partners are involved in this type of exercise because we have to be able to coordinate in real life and manage a large number of casualties from this type of incident. And the only way that that can happen is if we plan together and we exercise together.
Working as one to prepare for a scenario or emergency that all involved hope will never become a reality. In Bangor, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
The Waldo County Sheriff's Office is asking for the public's help as they work to locate a missing teenager. 15-year-old Amelia King went missing from her family's home in Morrill. You can see her picture right there on your screen. King was last seen around 3 p.m. on Monday wearing a red shirt, black pants, and a backpack. The Sheriff's Office believes she is with an 18-year-old named Jeffrey Philbrook of Brooks. They say Philbrook drives a blue 2010 Ford Focus with registration plates 7778ZX. Anyone with information about King's whereabouts is asked to call the Waldo County Sheriff's Office. Town leaders call it a freak accident at the start of a weekend parade down in Kennebunk. Kennebunk police are still trying to figure out why an antique car driven by an 85-year-old suddenly sped forward, hitting 3 people. Brad Rogers spoke to one of the people hurt in the crash as town leaders look to make future parades safer.
The floats, vehicles, and people who were in the May Day parade on Saturday here in Kennebunk all lined up here on Water Street. That's when police say an antique vehicle suddenly surged forward, pinning 3 people between the car and a float.
And a lot of screaming. I remember that.
Melanie Heward was lined up behind this float to walk in Saturday's parade when an antique car seen here suddenly sped toward her.
Suddenly, I heard the motor and the car just came full speed ahead. It happened so quickly I couldn't move out of the way.
Dan Johnson took these photos after the crash. He says first responders working at the parade quickly got to the victims.
There was only one woman left on the ground at that point, and they were doing a really good job with her, and the people were giving everybody space.
Today, Kennebunk town leaders met to start looking at ways to prevent accidents like these in the future.
We definitely want to increase spacing, especially even at the lineup. Just by the nature, I think, of parade lineups, they're very condensed.
The fire chief says one woman fractured her ankle, 2 others suffered deep thigh tissue damage, but no broken bones.
Everybody's doing pretty well considering.
I just know he came very fast.
Melanie Heward says the antique car pinned her legs against the back of the float.
Because the trailer was hooked up to a tractor, it was able to absorb some of the impact.
She says fortunately the children were all on the float at the time of the crash, and none of them were hurt or hit by the car.
It would have seriously injured, if not killed, a child.
That information now being gathered by Kennebunk town leaders is something other parade event planners may want to take a look at to prevent accidents like this in the future.
And that was Brad Rogers reporting. In other news, a federal judge has dismissed a lawsuit by a Maine woman who accused school officials of encouraging her teen's gender expression without consulting her. The mother says a school counselor gave her 13-year-old a chest binder and officials were calling her by a new name and pronouns. U.S. District Judge John Levy acknowledged that parents might expect to be informed about matters related to gender identity. However, the judge said that the suit failed to establish any legal claims for liability. The mother has since begun homeschooling that teenager. Well, Maine's largest state department will soon have a new commissioner. Governor Mills announced that Jean Lambrou will step down as commissioner of the Maine Department of Health and Human Services at the end of May. The announcement stated she is leaving to accept a position leading national health policy for Washington, a DC-based organization, and has also accepted a position teaching health policy at Harvard University. The governor will name an acting commissioner prior to Commissioner Lambrew's departure if a full-time commissioner hasn't been confirmed by the Maine Senate by that time. All right, the time now is 6:10. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, Austin Theriault kicked off an 11-county tour across Maine yesterday. We'll hear from the Republican who hopes to become a new member of Congress. But first, a check with that weather forecast. It looks like more clouds moving into the area today and a chance of showers. The highs will be up near 60 degrees. Mostly cloudy with a chance of showers overnight, lows dropping down to the low 40s. Tomorrow, much like today, mostly cloudy with showers, a high near 55. We'll be right back.
If you've been in an accident with a truck, making the wrong call can be costly. Evidence and witnesses can disappear. You need to stop that from happening. These are some of the most complicated cases for a law firm, but not if you call one that handles truck cases every day. Call a law firm with the resources, experience, and power to go after every dollar you deserve. If you're hurt in a truck accident, call Joe. The law offices of Joe Bornstein, Maine lawyers working for Maine people.
Bad boy mowers aren't built for everyone. They're built for the bold, the originals, people who get the job done and love every second of it. Bad boys are built for horsepower and cutting-edge precision with a first-of-its-kind 3-link suspension and a style all their own. Because you're not everyone. That's a good thing. Bad boy. Mow with an attitude.
Sign up for You Pick 'em Red Sox at foxbangor.com. Pick who you think is going to win and compete against other fans for prizes.
Steve knows style. That jacket! When was you into Temptations? And Steve gives into his own temptation. Family Feud.
Weekdays at 9 and 9:30 on ABC7.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. High schoolers from Maine and New Hampshire got a chance to experience Husson University yesterday and look at some potential careers. Our Callie Warren has the story.
At the annual Husson Alive event, prospective students got to speak with instructors for majors they're interested in and see what life is like at Husson University. They learned about career opportunities in innovative fields such as esports, virtual reality, photography, and more. Some even getting to compete in an esports battle. Woo! Husson administrators say events like these give high schoolers a chance to broaden their horizons.
You never know what you might love, and it might be something new. So joining us here at Husson Alive is a chance to make them feel alive.
For high schoolers, these events provide a chance to see a snapshot of potential career paths and look at opportunities for post-secondary education.
Everybody I've met here has been so nice and so welcoming.
I like to learn more about photography and how you could take so many different pictures, so many different ways.
For more information on upcoming events at Husson, visit our website at foxbangor.com. In Bangor, Callie Warren, ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
We are officially 1 year away from the Real ID travel restriction law taking effect. Beginning on May 7th, 2025, travelers will need a Real ID compliant driver's license, a Real ID compliant state ID, a valid U.S. passport, or other federally issued identity document in order to fly domestically or to access federal facilities and nuclear power plants. Secretary of State Shenna Bello says Mainers interested in obtaining a Real ID should act sooner rather than later.
And that's why we're encouraging people to make a choice now. The Real ID credential does take a few weeks to process. It's not an instant issue. So if people are thinking about their vacation plans in the summer of 2025, or potentially a business trip or other air travel, then they really should contemplate what the best solution is for them. Where are they going to start carrying their passport everywhere, or are they going to get that Real ID?
Now, Secretary Bellows adds that currently only 20% of Mainers have obtained Real IDs, which is one of the lowest adoption rates in the entire country. I think I read this morning it was like 1 in 5 Mainers have it. I still need to get mine too. All right, moving on. State Representative and 2nd Congressional District candidate Austin Theriault kicked off an 11-county tour across Maine yesterday. Our Doug Banks spoke with Theriault about what he hopes to accomplish on his trip.
Tuesday marked the beginning of a 5-week trip across Maine's 11 2nd Congressional District counties for State Representative and Congressional hopeful Austin Theriault, who began his tour in Piscataquis County.
The 2nd District is one of the largest districts east of the Mississippi River. So when people run for Congress in this district, they got to be familiar with all 11 counties.
Theriault says the purpose of his 11-county campaign is to not only highlight small businesses, but to learn how the industries in these counties can achieve economic growth.
For the folks that don't have those resources like hardwood products, we've got to go to them and we've got to bring them to the table and say, how can we help you? How can we help you expand your business? How can we help you grow?
Theriault was accompanied by former Maine Senator Paul Davis, who helped pick Tuesday's locations for the campaign trip through Piscataquis County.
He obviously is well known by a lot of people because of his racing days, but even beyond that, he's young and he's what we need.
One Monson resident explained why he's voting for Theriault.
I just like his attitude, and he's so easy to talk to. And he's been endorsed by Trump. That says a lot for him.
The next stop in Theriault's 11-county tour will be Washington County, as both him and Representative Mike Sobolewski make their run towards the November election. In Guilford, I'm Doug Banks for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
And of course, we'll hear from the other candidates as we head toward Election Day. Meanwhile, local businesses teamed up to say thank you to teachers yesterday. In recognition of Teacher Appreciation Day, Stanley Subaru and Chevrolet owner Mark Polite partnered with other area businesses to collect various gifts for teachers. 900 care packages were sent out to schools around the region. At the Surrey and East Belfast elementary schools, teachers were presented with chocolates, flowers, water bottles, and much more.
The teachers are the cornerstone of a good community, and we're so appreciative and proud to be part of this community. I think we need to find more ways to celebrate them.
Added bonus, any teacher can stop by Stanley Subaru or Chevrolet during the month of May and get their oil changed for free. What a nice thing they're doing for local teachers. All right, the time now is 6:18. Coming up after the break, more severe storms are ravaging the Midwest again today. We'll have all the details as Good Morning Maine continues.
For 25 years, GMA's Breakfast in Bed has supersized the joy of Mother's Day.
Oh my goodness. And for our 25th anniversary, we're making it the biggest surprise yet.
And the countdown is on to the mother of all surprises on Good Morning America.
Roto-Rooter has served the greater Bangor area and beyond for 35 years, offering plumbing, hydrojetting, snaking, descaling, video inspection, and grease interceptor cleaning services. For all your residential and commercial clogs, call Roto-Rooter today, 990-1234.
And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Commercial vehicles can be dangerous, and they usually carry big insurance policies. So whether you're hurt by a landscaping truck like this, a work van like this, or a big rig like this, we know commercial vehicle accidents, and we know how to get you the big money you may deserve. If any commercial vehicle hurts you, call the Twos. We win for you.
Hurt by a commercial vehicle? Call the Twos. We win for you. Call 222-2222.
Goose River Farm and Meat Store is conveniently located on Route 3 across from Hammond Lumber in Belfast. They have a wide selection of meat and poultry, including beef, pork, lamb, chicken, duck, rabbit, and turkey. Open Tuesday through Saturday.
Well, for the second straight day, an outbreak of severe weather. This time in the Midwest, we're seeing widespread damage there and dozens of injuries after at least a dozen tornadoes from Michigan to Ohio. Here's ABC's Andrew Dimberg with more.
This morning, significant damage across southwest Michigan. Multiple tornadoes touching down, ripping apart buildings, scattering debris, leaving tens of thousands without power. This FedEx facility collapsing after a twister passed through the city of Portage, trapping about 50 workers. The tornado also damaging homes and a strip mall. Several residents took shelter in the local library.
The man in charge of the library let everybody come in that wanted to come in, to the library for safety. So we came home, got here, and they were pulling somebody out of the rubble over there.
Damage also reported in nearby Union City and Kalamazoo. Hairstylist Amanda Miller escaped injury with her customer and coworkers as a tornado tore the roof off her barbershop.
One photo is like the salon floor, and it's like knee deep with insulation and roofing and stuff. I just dove for it to the break room because I knew that was going to be where the least amount of debris and stuff would come in.
The same storm system already spawned at least 19 tornadoes across the plains, killing one person in Barnsdall, Oklahoma. 20 miles northeast of Bartlesville, people dove for cover into this Hampton Inn as 2x4s pierced the hotel's outer walls like spears. Back in Portage, Michigan, this rainbow was spotted over that FedEx facility after authorities reported no serious injuries. Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
Just incredible. All right, the time now is 6:21. Let's get a full look at our weather forecast.
Alrighty, Craig, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Comfort Shoes and More. Need the proper fit for your new spring and summer footwear? Visit us across from Irving and Newport. Already wave heights not bad this morning at around 2 to 4 feet according to the buoys out there. Despite that, no advisories in effect along the coast or on land at this time either. Meanwhile, just some clouds developing out there this morning. We'll see increasing clouds overall as we'll be watching out for chances for rain on the way. For now, the clouds are tracking in from the west and going toward the east. We have showers and storms developing along its line right about in here. It'll track from the west going toward the east. We'll lose the thunderstorm action as it moves into our backyard. We'll just have rain showers today and also in the parts of tonight. So futurecast moving forward, just the rain showers moving in later this afternoon. Notice more development late this afternoon to the early evening time frame. Then pretty much after midnight, most of the organized rain will back off, but we'll still have some leftover rain showers nonetheless, and some of those will linger in the parts of Thursday as well. As the clouds stick around as well, notice some of those scattered showers that will be developing throughout Thursday also. But meanwhile, though, as we watch the rest of this move through, we start to clear things out a bit as we head towards Thursday night and the parts of Friday morning. Rainfall, let's track this here. So at least 2 parts of Thursday, early Friday morning. Friday, of course, will be looking a little bit drier by that point. We're looking at rainfall that could range from around 1/4 of an inch to maybe up to 4/10 of an inch of rain at most in most areas before we're all finished up. We'll have a break on Friday before more rain showers look to move in. Now, gusty winds are possible, maybe a little bit sticking, close to 15 miles per hour in a few spots. That will also be possible later on tonight. And then for tomorrow, 15 to 20 mile per hour gusts could occur in a few areas. Meanwhile, though, our average high temperature is 63 degrees. We'll do lower 60s today, middle to upper 50s Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and also into your Sunday. And then we have lower to middle 60s as we head towards Monday into Tuesday. And of course, allergies. So if you're having issues with your sinuses and other areas related to allergies, this is the reason why tree pollen still remains rather high. Grass, weed, and mold not bad just yet, but those will be increasing before you know it. So for today, here we go. Lower 60s, mostly cloudy, rain showers on the way. And a southeast wind getting up to around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Overnight tonight, lower 40s, mostly cloudy, showers and fog on the way. Northeast wind getting up to around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow, here we go. Middle 50s, mostly cloudy, rain showers are possible. Northeast wind getting up to around 15 miles per hour or so at times. All right, let's check out your extended forecast brought to you by Comfort Shoes and More. Mostly cloudy on Friday, highs in the upper 50s. Rain showers are back on Saturday with highs in the mid 50s and upper 50s Sunday with a chance for rain.
Quality Jewelers is offering free gemstones towards the purchase of your mother's style jewelry. Stop in any time between now and Mother's Day to browse our vast selection of gifts for mom. Celebrate her with us here at Quality Jewelers. Quality Jewelers, locally owned and operated, Penobscot Plaza, Bangor.
As winter fades and the weather warms, you might not be ready to think about air conditioning, but Valley Home Services is ready because now is the perfect time to beat the heat. Fujitsu heat pumps from Valley Home Services are not only great sources for heat in the colder months, they're also fantastic air conditioners for the hotter months. And right now is the best time to install a Fujitsu heat pump so you can take advantage of the efficiency for what heating is left and get a jump on the cooling for the summer. Embrace the comfort with Fujitsu and Valley Home Services.
Ready to create your backyard oasis? Alexander's Professional Landscaping will work with you to create your perfect outdoor space. Work one-on-one with our landscape designer to create a unique garden to fit your family's personal aesthetics and lifestyle. Have our pros install your new lawn, deck, or patio. Schedule a consultation today by calling 573-4497. Alexander's Professional Landscaping, the way landscaping should be.
Your local professional, eco-friendly office space partner is WVII Business Solutions, your one-stop shop to get the job done. Handling all your office furniture and printing machine needs at an affordable price. Offering full system integration into your workplace and local service on everything we sell. We can even remote monitor your system with just-in-time inventory and service need assessments. Little to no downtime gives you peace of mind. At WVII Business Solutions, your solution is only an email or a phone call away.
Quality Jewelers is offering free gemstones towards the purchase of your mother-style jewelry. Stop in any time between now and Mother's Day to browse our vast selection of gifts for mom. Celebrate her with us here at Quality Jewelers. Quality Jewelers, locally owned and operated, Penobscot Plaza, Bangor.
There's one number you need to know. It's called Joe.
Now to the dramatic new details in former President Trump's ongoing hush money trial. Adult film star Stormy Daniels coming face to face with the ex-president for the first time since their alleged infamous encounter more than a decade ago. Daniels describing in salacious detail what unfolded that night and how Trump's former fixer approached her afterwards. ABC's M. Wynn has more from Washington.
The most explosive testimony so far in former President Trump's hush money trial, adult film star Stormy Daniels sharing in graphic detail her alleged encounter with Trump back in 2006. She testified they met at a celebrity golf outing in California when she was 27 and he was 60, and he invited her to dinner in his hotel suite. She said they talked for hours, and at one point she went to the bathroom and came out to find Trump on the bed in his boxer shorts and t-shirt. She said she was startled and, despite being interrupted by Trump's lawyer multiple times, testified in graphic detail about having sex with Trump. Trump's lawyer calling for a mistrial, saying Daniels' testimony was extraordinarily prejudicial, but the judge denied the request. A court transcript of a sidebar conversation now reveals Trump was visibly agitated. Judge Juan Merchan telling Trump's attorney, "I understand that your client is upset, but he is cursing audibly and he is shaking his head. It has the potential to intimidate the witness." Trump's attorney responding, "I will talk to him."
They don't have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt they had sex. They have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that the checks were cut, that it was decided to put it in the book improperly.
Daniels describing the payoff, a $130,000 hush money arrangement to Trump's former fixer, Michael Cohen, just weeks before the 2016 election. She said the deal was motivated out of fear, not money. On cross-examination, Trump's lawyer trying to paint Daniels as a lying opportunist who hates Trump. Daniels saying this has cost her a lot and that she wants Trump to be held accountable.
It's a disaster. This whole case is just a disaster.
Trump has pleaded not guilty to 34 counts of falsifying business records in connection to this case. Daniels' testimony resumes on Thursday. M. Wynn, ABC News, Washington.
The government's push to potentially ban TikTok in the U.S. has hit a new legal hurdle. TikTok fighting back, suing the government over a potential U.S. ban. Congressional leaders and the FBI have warned China's government may be able to use TikTok to control software on its 170 million users' devices. But TikTok denies any security risk. The social media platform and its Chinese parent company, ByteDance, claim the proposed ban is unconstitutional and bars every American from participating in a unique online community with more than 1 billion people worldwide. President Biden signed a law last month that would ban TikTok unless it's sold to a non-Chinese buyer in 9 to 12 months. The new lawsuit argues selling the app so quickly would not be feasible due to what would be its huge price tag and the sophisticated code and algorithm that underpins the app. But a new poll finds most Americans, 53%, support banning TikTok if it's not sold. And a punishment for the reporter widely criticized for what he said to basketball superstar Caitlin Clark at a recent news conference. A sports columnist has been suspended after this awkward exchange with women's basketball star Clark last month. Greg Doyle of the Indianapolis Star, who was widely criticized for his interview, which was seen as sexist and inappropriate, has been sidelined for 2 weeks, and the Star is also banning him from all of Clark's games and news conferences this season. The columnist responded to the backlash almost immediately, calling his actions oafish and writing, "I sincerely apologize. Please know my heart, literally and figuratively, was well-intentioned." All right. Coming up on the second half of the newscast, it's time once again for the annual Stamp Out Hunger Food Drive. We spoke with a mail carrier who is helping with that event. We'll have the story and more coming up on Good Morning Maine.
Jamar Construction Products in Bangor continues to grow to meet our customers' needs, supplying products for site work contractors, concrete contractors, and survey and safety supplies. We are proud to be the local dealer for Hilti, Valley Blades, U.S. Fabrics, and Euclid Chemical, plus so much more. Stop by and see us at 1270 Hammond Street or give us a call at 907-4491. If you dig it, pour it, plow it, fasten it, lay it, or lift it, Jamar Construction Products can help you.
Summer's here, and with a new Toyota, you can capture all the moments that make summer, summer. Like driving a RAV4 to wade in a waterfall.
Nice.
Cruising to play mini golf in a Camry. Or taking a Tundra to the beach.
You're not gonna leave me here, are you?
You could get special low 1.99 financing on most 2024 Tundra hybrid and gas models, which could save you up to $4,100.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
Hank's Husqvarna is your trusted full-line Husqvarna dealer, offering you everything you need for your outdoor projects. From high-performance lawn tractors and zero-turn mowers to chainsaws, trimmers, battery-powered and powerful snowblowers, we have just what you need. Every piece of equipment is fully set up, serviced, and ready for use by our certified Husqvarna technician. And all sales are backed by our in-house Husqvarna warranty. For parts, service, or new equipment sales, make your way to Hank's Husqvarna in Carmel or Newport.
At Living Innovations, we build community. You can be a part of it. We put supporting people first, and that builds a caring community within our workforce and for the people we serve. Living Innovations supports people with disabilities and has flexible work opportunities available. You could become a shared living provider and work from home, or help support people to be active in the community. To learn more, visit livinginnovations.com and check out our employment and home provider opportunities. Become a part of Living Innovations and be part of a community with a purpose.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. Today is Wednesday, May 8th, 2024. You have your pick of what holidays to celebrate today. Not only is it Give Someone a Cupcake Day, but also National Coconut Cream Pie Day. Both of them are delicious. It's also National Night Shift Workers Day, which is held to celebrate the people who help to keep things running when most others are home sound asleep. So they deserve a pat on the back today. Probably a lot of them heading home to go to bed right now. All right, time for some history. On this day in history, back in 1877, the first Westminster Dog Show took place. It originated as a way for hunters to show off their gun dogs, with early prizes including things such as pearl-handled pistols. In 1886, Dr. John Pemberton served the first Coca-Cola in the country. The iconic drink was sold at Jacobs Pharmacy down in Atlanta and would evolve into a company that now sells Coke in more than 200 countries all around the world each day. In 1932, Mohandas Gandhi began a famous hunger strike of 6 days to protest British oppression in India. In 1945, President Harry S. Truman officially declared VE Day, marking the end of World War II in Europe. In 1970, the Beatles' final original album called Let It Be was released to the public. And in 1984, the Soviet Union declared it wouldn't take part in the Los Angeles Olympics, citing fears about security for its athletes. Of course, that decision came 4 years after the U.S. team boycotted those games in Moscow. And finally, in 1999, the first female cadet graduated from the Citadel Military College. Big news at the time. Today's birthdays include singer Enrique Iglesias, who is 49 years old today. We haven't heard from him in a few years. Drummer Alex Van Halen from the band Van Halen is 71 years old. And naturalist and broadcaster Sir David Attenborough is 98 years old today. I just love his work, all his documentaries and just the way he voices them, tells the stories. An incredible guy, still doing work at 98 years old, too. All right, time for another check of that forecast. A change in the weather, more clouds moving in today with a chance of rain. Here's Devin.
All righty, Craig, thank you very much. Happy Wednesday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Comfort Shoes and More. Need the proper fit for your new spring and summer footwear? Visit us across from Irving and Newport. All righty, this morning, not looking too bad. Just some clouds that are developing out there. We're watching those tracking from the west and going toward the east. And overall for today, we'll be watching for rain showers that will be on the way later this afternoon and also into the evening time frame. Here's the showers and thunderstorms moving into parts of New York and Pennsylvania and a few other states as well. Tracking off to the east, we'll just have the chances for some rain showers coming up later this afternoon into the evening time frame. Futurecast for today, increasing clouds, rain showers on the way with more rain possible later on tonight. A lot of that will taper off for tomorrow with just a few leftover rain showers for your Thursday. As for the winds, though, not too bad out there, roughly at around 5 to 10 miles per hour, maybe some higher gusts and a couple spots, but overall, even through tonight and also the parts of tomorrow, not looking too bad. So for today, we have lower 60s, mostly cloudy, rain showers on the way, and a southeast wind getting up to around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Overnight tonight, lower 40s, mostly cloudy, showers and fog on the way. The northeast wind getting up to around 5 to 10 miles per hour. For tomorrow, middle 50s, mostly cloudy, more rain showers possible, and that northeast wind gusting up to around 15 miles per hour at times. The hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period, increasing clouds, chances for afternoon rain showers, temperatures in the 50s and 60s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig?
All right, thank you, Devin. This Saturday is the letter carrier's annual Stamp Out Hunger Food Drive. Our Augusta reporter Corey Bichard spoke with a mail carrier to learn more about the effort and how you can help.
It really is a great feeling to know that you're helping bring this food to families that are in need, especially in the times we're in now.
John Donnelly, a mail carrier for the United States Postal Service, is talking about the National Association of Letter Carriers' annual Stamp Out Hunger Food Drive, which has been going on every year since 1991. This Saturday, May 11th, Donnelly says everyone in Maine and across the nation can participate by donating any non-perishable food or other items such as paper towels or baby items without even having to leave their home.
People, even just a can or two in their mailbox or whatever you can do. Some people will get a whole shopping bag and they'll leave it at their steps or by their mailbox, in their mailbox. Whatever people feel and however they can. If it's near your mailbox, we'll find it.
Donnelly says, well, this is a nationwide effort. All of the items stay in your local community.
So if it's picked up in, say, Augusta, it goes to Augusta, or Bangor to Bangor, right in that same zip code is where it stays.
Donnelly adds, even if you won't be around on Saturday, May 11th, you can still participate by talking with your local mail carrier.
Even if you miss the food drive, or if you're not going to be around, some people will leave stuff a day before or a couple days after, and we're more than happy to still pick that up, and we'll line something up with the food banks to get it to them.
Donnelly says the USPS is very thankful to everyone who helps participate in this food drive each year. In Hollowell, I'm Corey Bouchard for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
And again, we can all take part in that food drive on Saturday. And don't forget another important day the following day on Sunday, which of course is Mother's Day. Don't forget Mother's Day is coming up this weekend. All right, when we come back, Tyler Cruz with all the day's sports news. We'll have some more news too. Don't go away.
Mesothelioma is more than a ravaging illness. It is a disease that can ruin a family's finances and is never the victim's fault. The law offices of Joe Bornstein has been fighting and winning for Maine families for nearly 50 years, and we've collected over $500 million for injured Mainers. If you or a loved one is a victim of mesothelioma or asbestos-related lung cancer, call Joe today for a free case evaluation and to learn about your family's legal rights. Dial 207-CALL-JOE or online at joebornstein.com.
There are plenty of good reasons to have a dock at your camp or lakefront home, and to choose a ShoreMaster Premium Dock System or Floating Poly Dock System from Hammond Lumber Company. Lightweight and durable, ShoreMaster high-grade aluminum docks are easy to install and maintain, and poly docks are perfect for dealing with deep or fluctuating water levels. Both offer a wide range of available configurations. There's a ShoreMaster or a poly dock system that's right for you, and you'll find it at Hammond Lumber Company.
The Lucerne Inn and Ryan's Pub is world-renowned for beautiful dining with a delicious view. Relax, unwind, and enjoy their inviting atmosphere and inspired cuisine from their executive chef, Arturo Montes. Experience their Wine Down Wednesdays with half-off bottles of wine. Simply call to make your reservation today. You'll love the tradition of the Lucerne Inn.
It's Judge Judy's greatest hits with classics like
That's ridiculous. That's a lot of baloney.
Judge Judy
on ABC 7.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. It is playoff time on the parquet. The Boston Celtics opening the second round of the NBA playoffs against the Cleveland Cavaliers on Tuesday night at the Garden. The truth is on hand to watch Jason Tatum and the C's take on Cleveland. First quarter game tied at 23. Jaylen Brown goes off the glass for the layup. Brown finished with 15 points in the first. Celtics up 2 late in the second. Cleveland down 13. Donovan Mitchell finishes with the layup and gets the foul. Mitchell, 33 points on the night. Cavs down 10 at the half. Third quarter, Boston up 11. Derek White heating up, steps back and sinks the three. He had 7 threes and 25 points. Sees up 15. Here he does it again, just on fire from three-point range in the third. Boston up 12 now. Peyton Pritchard pulls up deep and cashes in for 3 at the buzzer. Celtics up 15 after 3. They win in blowout fashion, 120-95.
It starts with defense. We want to set the tone on defense. We kept them under 100, but we feel like we got an answer for everything. So we just play the game the right way, and we see what they want to take away, and then we play after that.
Game 2 is on Thursday. Let's go to Hadlock Field now, where we find Red Sox starter Brian Bayo making a rehab start with the Sea Dogs. Beautiful night at the ballpark in Portland. Bayo returning from a right lat injury. Bayo looking sharp here in the first, striking out Kevin Parada. But with 2 outs, it would be JT Schwartz, and he is going to send a double off of the main monster in left, going the other way. Matt Ruddick scores. That's going to make it 1-0 Rumble Ponies. All right, top of the second now. Bayo looking good. He would really settle in after that first inning. Gets Jeremiah Jackson swinging for the strikeout. Looks like he's settling back in. Seahawks still down, top 3. Here he is getting Rowdy Jordan swinging, and he is safe at second on the steal. And then here he is blowing one past Jeremiah Jackson, second time striking him out. 97 tonight on the fastball for Bayo, pitching 2 2/3, giving up 4 hits, 2 earned, and striking out 5. Sea Dogs fall, but Bayo says he's feeling good.
He feels good physically with the lat, and where he was having pain before, he feels good. He feels good with the pitches and his arsenal and his weapons. Felt really good with the changeup and the slider and the sinker. For the most part, he feels like he's in a really good place.
Good news there. He should start at Fenway on Sunday. Let's go to the Diamond now at Husson. Just as the softball team is looking to continue their NAC title streak, Husson baseball is looking to do the same as the tournament's #1 seed. The Eagles drawing top marks with a 16-2 conference record and winning 12 of their final 13 games of the regular season. The biggest part of that success has been their pitching, around just 3 runs allowed per game in conference play. Just as important is that off-field chemistry and the family that is Husson baseball.
The guys that have come in to this program that haven't been a part of a tight-knit program like this, they always say how impressed they are by it. Everybody loves each other on this team. We just have fun. That's just what we do, and I think that helps us win so much.
I think those bonds, and that Husson family is what's been special even since I played here, almost a couple decades ago, and I think we look to continue that every single year.
The NAC tourney starts at SUNY Cobleskill on Thursday. If the Eagles win, it will be their 4th conference title in a row. Husson isn't looking to make any big changes to their game plan nor their mindsets. They're just treating the weekend as just another day at the ballpark, and that has worked out for them the last 3 years.
Our main focus is to pitch and play defense. That wins baseball games, not letting the moment get too big. You let that happen, you start making mistakes. So just playing it like it's another baseball game. It's just another baseball game.
We've been working towards this our entire season, and this is what we came here to do. So looking forward to it. Not many people have done this, so if we can bring a 4th in, then that'll be awesome.
All right, let's move on now. A big achievement for the University of Maine. A year ago, the school opened up their brand new softball complex after hosting some high school state games last year. Its biggest event yet is right on the horizon. From Wednesday until Saturday, Keswick Field will host the America East softball tournament. First time the tourney has come to UMaine since 2010. For the decision makers with America East, how well the field is suited for a whole day's worth of games no matter the weather makes it a no-brainer, and the school could not be more excited.
We knew about Maine's investment in its facilities, the intricacies of softball, of wanting, to be able to play as many games as possible, having lights, having turf, in just a beautiful new facility. We wanted to reward them.
It's incredibly exciting. Thank you to the Harold Alphon Foundation for making this complex happen, and it's a great honor to be able to host the tournament, and it's a great opportunity for the University of Maine and our community.
All right, it was a good Monday night on the ice, with the Bruins taking a dominating 5-1 victory in Game 1 against the Panthers. It was a big day for Brandon Carlo, too. Carlo arrived in Florida just 2 hours before puck drop for the game. Why? Well, he was at the hospital for the birth of his first son. Carlo later in the game in the second period scoring his second goal of the playoffs to give Boston a 3-1 lead in their victory. All in all, a special day for he and his family.
Was fortunate enough to have a nice healthy baby boy at around 3 o'clock last night. So thankful, so proud of my wife as well. And then, just hopped on a plane at 2 o'clock. Definitely wanted to play, and I'm very happy I did. So great 24 hours and a lot of fun.
All right, that is awesome there. That is all the time we have for Sports Belt. We'll be right back after the break.
Every night is pizza night at Dragonfire Pizza. From wings, salads, and sides to our specialty wood-fired pizzas. You'll find everything you need to satisfy any craving by the slice or by the pie. A little slice of heaven is waiting for you at Dragonfire Pizza, Mill Mall, Ellsworth.
Summer's here, and with a new Toyota, you can start it with a splash. With a play date at a park. Or at a party with friends. Or at an epic water balloon fight.
Gotcha!
You could get affordable 4.75% financing for 60 months on a fun-to-drive Corolla sedan, which could save you up to $1,300.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
Spring is here, and so are the savings at the Furniture Gallery. Relax with a reclining sofa and recliner for only $9.98. Opening up camp, queen mattresses starting at $188, and sleeper sofas starting at $598. Power lift recliners also starting at $598, or save $100 on medical grade lift recliners. All Flex Steel now 10% off, and all Von Bassett bedroom sets 20% off. It's easy to buy at the Furniture Gallery with 18 months 0% interest financing. The Furniture Gallery.
Every night is pizza night at Dragonfire Pizza. From wings, salads, and sides to our specialty wood-fired pizzas. You'll find everything you need to satisfy any craving by the slice or by the pie. A little slice of heaven is waiting for you at Dragonfire Pizza, Mill Mall, Ellsworth.
Time for a taste of Hollywood. A first look at Kevin Hart's new Netflix comedy special. Lana Del Rey makes an announcement, and more. Here's Fox's Ashley Dvorkin with the latest from the Hollywood Nation.
Tonight a celebration. Hart's new comedy special, The Crow, celebrates, and Del Rey headlines in the Hollywood Nation.
This looks great.
Lana Del Rey announced her first stadium headlining show. The special one-night-only performance will take place at Boston's Fenway Park June 20th.
You're all going to die.
The 1994 cult classic The Crow, starring late actor Brandon Lee, gets an upgrade for its 30th anniversary. The action-packed thriller has been newly remastered and is now available on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray disc, as well as in a limited edition steelbook. Netflix announced the release date for Unstable Season 2 in a teaser trailer. Rob Lowe and his real-life son, John Owen Lowe, return for more on-screen antics as Ellis and Jackson Dragon, starting August 1st. The sneak peek shows Rob's character Ellis preparing for a stint in jail.
We've upped the ante. We were let's say, sports analogy, we were a playoff team in Season 1. I loved Season 1. It's really well reviewed, everybody great. This is a Super Bowl team.
The The streamer also released a first look at Kevin Hart, the Kennedy Center Mark Twain Prize. The comedy special was filmed March 24th and features a star-studded list of guests, including Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle, Jerry Seinfeld, and Tiffany Haddish. It premieres May 11th.
Anything outside of love is not tolerated tonight. That's not what we're going to deal with. I canceled plans.
In Hollywood, Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
Meanwhile, Nintendo says an announcement on its newest console is coming, but fans may still have to wait a while. The company says it will announce its plans for the successor to the Nintendo Switch by March 2025. The video game maker also says there will be no announcements about any new hardware at its Nintendo Direct event in June. The company first launched the Switch back in 2017 and expects to sell 13.5 million of those devices this year. But some video game experts believe the impending announcement could limit sales, as some fans may wait for the next console to come out maybe next year. Well, now time to check one more time with meteorologist Devin Biggs for a look at today's weather forecast. Here's Devin.
Alrighty, Craig, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Comfort Shoes and More. Need the proper fit for your new spring and summer footwear? Visit us across from Irving and Newport. Already wave heights not bad this morning at around 2 to 4 feet according to the buoys out there. Despite that, no advisories in effect along the coast or on land at this time either. Meanwhile, just some clouds developing out there this morning. We'll see increasing clouds overall as we'll be watching out for chances for rain on the way. For now, the clouds are tracking in from the west and going toward the east. We have showers and storms developing along its line right about in here. It'll track from the west going toward the east. We'll lose the thunderstorm action as it moves into our backyard. We'll just have rain showers today and also in the parts of tonight. So futurecast moving forward, just the rain showers moving in later this afternoon. Notice more development late this afternoon to the early evening time frame. Then pretty much after midnight, most of the organized rain will back off, but we'll still have some leftover rain showers nonetheless. And some of those will linger in the parts of Thursday as well. As the clouds stick around as well, notice some of those scattered showers that will be developing throughout Thursday also. But meanwhile, though, as we watch the rest of this move through, we start to clear things out a bit as we head towards Thursday night and the parts of Friday morning. Rainfall, let's track this here. So at least 2 parts of Thursday, early Friday morning. Friday, of course, will be looking a little bit drier by that point. We're looking at rainfall that can range from around 1/4 of an inch to maybe up to 4/10 of an inch of rain at most in most areas before we're all finished up. We'll have a break on Friday before more rain showers look to move in. Now, gusty winds are possible, maybe a little bit today, getting close to 15 miles per hour in a few spots. That will also be possible later on tonight. And then for tomorrow, 15 to 20 mile per hour gusts could occur in a few areas. Meanwhile, though, our average high temperature is 63 degrees. We'll do lower 60s today, middle to upper 50s Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and also into your Sunday. And then we have lower to middle 60s as we head towards Monday into Tuesday. And of course, allergies. So if you're having issues with your sinuses and other areas related to allergies, this is the reason why tree pollen still remains rather high. Grass, weed, and mold not bad just yet, but those will be increasing before you know it. So for today, here we go. Lower 60s, mostly cloudy, rain showers on the way. And a southeast wind getting up to around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Overnight tonight, lower 40s, mostly cloudy, showers and fog on the way. Northeast wind getting up to around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow, here we go. Middle 50s, mostly cloudy, rain showers are possible. Northeast wind getting up to around 15 miles per hour or so at times. All right, let's check out your extended forecast brought to you by Comfort Shoes and More. Mostly cloudy on Friday, highs in the upper 50s. Rain showers are back on Saturday with highs in the mid 50s and upper 50s Sunday with a chance for rain.
Roto-Rooter has served the greater Bangor area and beyond for 35 years, offering plumbing, hydrojetting, snaking, descaling, video inspection, and grease interceptor cleaning services. For all your residential and commercial clogs, call Roto-Rooter today, 990-1234.
And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Every year, older Mainers are taken advantage of, pressured into doing things not in their best interest. Were you pressured into doing something? Did you sign a power of attorney or loan document and wish you hadn't? Did you sign away your home, expecting to stay there the rest of your life, and are now being told to leave? Did you give your credit card or bank information to someone who has abused it? If so, Legal Services for Maine Elders may be able to help. Don't wait and worry. Call for free, confidential legal help.
Harris Lumber is locally owned and has been serving the Pequot region for more than 50 years. See them for all your projects, big or small. Customer service is their #1 priority. And with a full line of lumber and hardware items, they can also deliver to your job site. Harris Lumber, Milo.
R&K Variety is more than just a convenience store. With delicious homemade food made fresh daily. We offer hearty meals that don't break the bank. Whether it be our delicious chicken pot pie, one of our many savory soups, or a pizza, you can't go wrong at R&K Variety. Looking for a drink after a long workday? R&K Variety is an agency liquor store with an impressive selection. R&K Variety, more than just a convenience store. We're your neighbor, chef, barista, and friend. Stop by today.
Attention everyone! Happy early Mother's Day! When I was a kid, I always made sure I did just enough to stay in my mom's top 5. Top 5? How many siblings do you have?
One Florida school is really making the grades. Students at A.D. Henderson at Boca Raton have scored in the top 1 to 3% of every subject and grade level on state standardized tests. The exception is 6th grade math, where students scored in the top 7%. Teachers and administrators attribute the high scores to autonomy. Teachers are expected to be creative with lesson plans, which can sometimes include topics like medicine, robotics, or engineering. Some very bright young students there. Why do whales sing? Because they can't talk. At least that's what scientists used to think. But researchers with a group called Project SETI says after years of study, they've learned that sperm whales actually communicate with each other using clicking noises, a complex structure called codas. MIT professor Jacob Andreas says it's kind of like Morse code. Sperm whales are using variations in the number, rhythm, and tempo of clicks. Next up in the research, deciphering the code itself, maybe one day being able to talk to the whales. A German-based company has unveiled its humanoid artificial intelligence robot named For1. What is it? For Anyone. Thank you for that. And they did it at Automate, a big convention there. That's North America's largest robotics trade show. Nora CEO David Rieger says For Anyone is built to help people with everyday chores like taking out the trash. The company is still working out the nuts and bolts, no pun intended. Yesterday we saw robots there that can make your food for you. Now they can do other chores around the house. Maybe a good thing, maybe not, who knows. Hey, coming up in the next hour on our Good Morning Maine program on Fox 22, we'll be telling you about a very special project underway in Brewer. Brewer High School students there are going to be making some really neat ceramic bowls and then selling them to help raise money for the local homeless shelter. We'll have a member of the art department joining us to tell us all about it. It's part of a nationwide program. They're doing this all across the country, and the Brewer students decided they wanted to take part too. We'll tell you how you can get your hands on one of those bowls coming up. We hope you'll join us in the next hour. But that's it for now. If you're heading out for the day, we hope you enjoy the day. We'll see you right back here tomorrow.